How you doing, guys? What's up, guys? Alright, first of all, I want to apologize for not uploading a video earlier or sooner. I kind of knew about this like a week ago. I heard about it on San Antonio Express when it had just happened. Okay, I know a lot of people are making it a really big deal. From what I've heard, everywhere I work, I ask, and everybody's heard about the possible move from the Raiders from Oakland to San Antonio. And why not? I mean, seriously. I mean, the owner of the Raiders should definitely consider moving from Oakland. I've been a Raiders fan since I can remember. I'm not the biggest Raiders fan. I'm somewhat of a Raiders fan. You know what I mean? I mean, they talk about the NFL. I live a busy life, so I don't really like. I have favorite teams. I mean, I like the San Antonio Spurs. You know, and then hearing about the Raiders possibly moving to San Antonio, it's awesome news. Being a Raiders fan and then being from Texas, it's why wouldn't he move to San Antonio? That's actually a good question that needs a good answer. San Antonio's big. You know, it has 2 million plus people there. Well, technically there, but there's people that always go there. And then you have all the little surrounding cities. See, the thing about Texas is that it's bigger than what people think. People think it's all Dallas and Austin and Houston and San Antonio and El Paso and Lubbock. That's how people think that there is. But really, there's a lot of cities that are not out there. The thing is that there's a lot of people in Texas, but we're all scattered. We're not in little. It's not like a major city next to a major city next to a major city. It's a major city next to a shitload of small cities next to another major city next to another shitload of small cities. So if you really think about it, if he makes a move to San Antonio, San Antonio already has a large base fans of Raiders. There's a lot of Raiders fans in San Antonio, and 75% being for the colors. Because San Antonio Spurs. And I did hear that about I saw that video with what's his face, Jerry Jones, saying that San Antonio was 98-99% Cowboys fans. Where? I've never seen it. I go to the Riverwalk all the damn time there. I never see Cowboy jerseys. I see Spurs jerseys, Spurs tattoos. That's all I see, Spurs, because that's all they have in San Antonio. They're big, loyal fans for the Spurs, and for the silver and the black. You know what I mean? There's a lot of. I always see Raiders shirts everywhere. If I don't see Spurs, I see Raiders. I know one thing is for the colors. I keep saying that, but another thing is because they don't have a team to root for. Trust me, there are more Cowboy haters in Texas than Cowboy fans. Trust me when I tell you, and they're mostly in San Antonio. I don't know, and even that guy, the owner from Houston, the Houston Texans, when he said that if they were to play the San Antonio Raiders versus the Houston Texans in San Antonio, that it would be half of the fans in San Antonio would be for the Texans. That is also the biggest lie. These guys are just scared. Jerry Jones has so much money, he wipes his ass with $1,000 bills. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. There is no way that there would be half Texans and half Raiders and in San Antonio. No way. You don't understand how San Antonio works. I don't live in San Antonio. I'm about 3 hours away from San Antonio, 2 hours and a half, only for the long drive. There is a whole lot of nothing driving from where I live, San Antonio. But it's not the next city. It's Corpus and then San Antonio. But see, San Antonio would have Corpus. All these cities would be for the Raiders. You don't understand. El Paso is a big Raider nation. If you've never been to El Paso, I could recall one time I was at a monster car show and I saw a guy with a Raiders tattoo, like the logo, like his whole bald head had the Raiders logo. Then everybody was wearing Raiders. I mean, El Paso is, respectfully, they're also a big Steelers place. A lot of Steelers fans in El Paso, but a lot of Raiders fans too. Like, you know what I mean? If San Antonio, if the Raiders possibly moved to San Antonio, it would not be a bad move. I don't think so. I mean, it got me excited it got me excited when I first heard about it. Like, you know what I mean? It would make a big impact, and the Raiders could need they need a new home, man. You know what I mean? I mean, every team has been in the same city since the '60s, like the Raiders. But the Raiders, like, I seriously, they're outshining California by San Francisco and by San Diego, really bad. They just like you forget that the Raiders exist because of their spot, because of where they're at. You know what I mean? In California, where they're at in California, right? You know, they're pretty much right by San Francisco. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really hear much about the Raiders there. I really do believe that if I were the owner, I would definitely to consider a move, whether it's to San Antonio or whether it's anywhere else. I would definitely move out of Oakland and definitely move out of California. I would. That would be a definite move. You know what I mean? And even if you think about it, if they move to Los Angeles, that I don't think that would make a difference. To Los Angeles is a big city. I've been there. I've been there plenty of times, plenty of time. I've been in Los Angeles, Southgate. I've been there, and I know LA. I know how it is, and trust me, LA is not really a place to make a living. It's really people go to try to be. Well, it depends what part of LA. It depends what part of California too. You know, there's everywhere like that. People say that you go to LA to be somebody in life. Really, you go to San Antonio, go to Houston to be somebody in life too. You know what I mean? There's opportunities everywhere. LA isn't the world, isn't the United States, but a lot of people are not. I don't know. When I've been in LA, it's mostly like Dodgers. People are just a lot of Dodgers fans. You know what I mean? My cousin is the biggest Dodgers fan that I know. But I don't think it would not. I don't think it would help the Raiders if they moved in LA. You know, population doesn't mean everything. They moved to LA and okay, LA has them. It's 2 million, 3 million. I don't know how many people in LA. But that doesn't mean that all of them are going to be the Raiders fans. And it doesn't mean Oakland and a lot of people are not going to be Raiders fans after they moved. And that's because they're moving for bigger and better things, and the Oakland fans will not see that. They'll see, you guys left us, you abandoned Oakland. Just the way I know Dallas Cowboys fans would feel if Dallas moved to California or somewhere. I would say California because they train there in the summer or whatever, summer camp. But I definitely, and I apologize, I've been wanting to make a video regarding this news topic since when I first found out, but I just never had a chance. I've been really busy. But there's other things I want to talk about, but I need to cut this video short. It's getting too fucking long. But yeah, go San Antonio Raiders all the way. I'm down. I'm down for the move. And it's not, if you really think about it, it's not just San Antonio that would be. You think about the 2 million plus people from San Antonio. That would obviously, they would all be Raiders fans. Like, Spurs fans will not have a problem converting to Raiders fans during the NFL time. They just have to rock the same colors, and they would love that shit. I would love that. I love rocking gray and white and black. And I don't even live in San Antonio. They've just always been my colors. I just love those colors. But besides those colors, man, like, it's a great move. Austin's right by there. You got all the people from Austin. Yes, you got UT Austin, but that's college. You know what I mean? Big difference. You can't say they're loyal UT fans, so they're not gonna be Raiders fans. That's totally like a different league. It's like saying they can't be Spurs and Raiders fans. It's basketball and football. You know what I mean? Totally different. But it makes perfect sense to move to San Antonio, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people already they're ready. San Antonio is ready for a football team. They've been ready. You know, being in Texas, like. Everybody knows Texas is like the football planet in it. You know, it's a football world. Like, it's people live, eat shit football here, dude. Like, I know, I live here. Like, that's all I see. Everywhere I look, you don't see basketball courts. You see people throwing passes to each other. You see old men throwing passes to old men and little kids throwing passes to their older brothers. Like, we love football. Like, football. Like, Texas could have 15 teams here. I can't believe you only have 2 teams. Why do you think the Cowboys that make so much money? Because, I mean, yeah, I see there's a lot of Cowboy haters down here, but a lot of those Cowboy haters rock Cowboy shirts because there's no other team to root for. We love football that much that we can root for the people that we don't like just because they're from here. You know what I mean? That's how it would be with the Raiders. They would definitely like they'll make big bucks here, like really bad. If the owner wants money and wants a new stadium, he's gonna get his money and his new stadium in San Antonio and everywhere else around San Antonio, every place here in Texas, every city, Corpus, everywhere, here in the Valley where I'm from. Here in the Valley, we have a lot of Raiders fans. But, alright, I'm out. San Antonio Raiders, good night.